And if you want to sit elevated on a blanket or a block, feel free to do that. And I'm going to start with alternate nostril breath this morning. So you can just, whichever hand is most comfortable. I like to use my right hand. Pointer finger and middle finger towards the palm. Thumb will rest on the right nostril crease and ring finger on the left nostril crease. And once you have that, you can close your eyes. And then just close the right nostril with the thumb. Take an inhale through the left. Close left, open right, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close right, open left, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close left, open right, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close right, open left, exhale through the left. Just continue and close. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. And exhale through the left. And just release that hand down to your lap. Keep your eyes closed. And just take a couple of breaths in and out through both nostrils, just noticing how that feels this morning. And just reach your arms up by your ears, big stretch up through the fingertips. And then bring the hands down to the heart. And then just take your hands down by your sides. Make your way onto your back and hug your knees towards your chest once you're on your back. You can just find a little movement side to side. And then just come back to stillness. Keep the right knee hugged in. Extend the left leg onto the mat. And then just take your hands behind your right thigh. And then start to straighten your right leg any amount as you point your right foot. So bend the knee, hug it towards the chest, and flex the foot. And then straighten the leg and point. So starting to move on your own, bending the knee, flexing the foot, straightening and pointing. Just no rush. Just noticing how the back of the leg feels as you take that movement. And then next time the leg is towards straight, just pause there and point and flex the foot a couple times, just with the leg straight. And then just re-bend the right knee, hug it towards the chest, And bring the left knee up to meet it. So both knees are hugged in. Just pause, notice how right and left leg feel. And then keep the left knee hooked in, extend the right leg onto the mat. And take the hands behind the left thigh. Start to straighten the left leg any amount as you point the foot. And then bend the knee, hug it back towards the chest as you flex the foot. So starting to move on your own, straightening and pointing, and then bending and flexing. And the next time the leg is straight or straight-ish, pause there and then point of the flex. And then just hug that knee back towards the chest. Bring the right knee to meet it. So both knees are hugged in. Just take your arms to a T and drop the legs over to the right for a simple twist. And then draw your knees up through center, take them over to the other side. And then come back up to center, hug both knees towards the chest. And then just rock yourself up to a seated position. And once you're seated, just take your legs out straight and wide so you're in a straddle position. And then bend your right knee so the sole of the right foot connects to the inner left thigh. And then we'll take some side bends here. So just reach the arms up by the ears. And then take your right palm down, reach through the left fingertips, and just pause there for a moment. And then you decide, you can stay with the hips down, or if you want, you can press into the right hand, lift the hips, reach through the left fingertips. And then lower the hips back down, bring the torso through center, reach both arms up by the ears, and then take your left hand down, take a side bend over towards your straight leg. And we'll start to take that with breath. So inhale, come through center, both arms up. Exhale, right palm to the mat, side bend. Inhale, lift the hips if you want. And exhale, lower the hips back down. Inhale through center, both arms by the ears. Exhale, left palm down, side bend towards your straight leg. Inhale through center, both arms up. Exhale, right palm to the mat, side bend. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale through center, arms up. Exhale, left palm down, side bend. One more round. Inhale through center, both arms up. Exhale, right palm to the mat, side bend. Inhale, lift the hips if you want. And exhale, lower back down. Inhale, back to center, both arms up. And exhale, left palm down, side bend. Inhale, come to center, reach both arms up. And then exhale, just lower the arms down. And then from here, you can put your hands in front of you, or you can try it with your hands up, lifted off the mat. And you're just gonna take your left leg back behind you. So you're taking this little modified pigeon just for a moment. And then bring the hands to the mat, tuck the left toes, and make your way into three-legged dog, right leg up and back. I know, what just happened? That was weird. And then bring your right foot between your hands for a lunge and drop the back knee down to the mat. So you're in a low lunge with your right leg forward. You guys look good. And then bring your arms up by your ears. And then just cactus your arms. You can take a back bend if that feels good, or you can just be more in a neutral spine. And then just watch me for a moment. So from this low lunge, you're gonna start to straighten the right leg and come into an upright half split. So it feels precarious to have your hands up. You can modify this and keep your hands down the whole time because we're gonna keep moving in and out of those. So arms to cactus, and then straighten your right leg, take your hips back. And then bend the right knee, arms to cactus. Straighten the right leg, take the hips back. And just take a couple more of those, cactus, low lunge, and then transition into your half split. And the next time you're in the low lunge with your cactus arms, pause there, we'll meet there. And then take an inhale, reach your arms by your ears. Exhale, hands freeing the foot, bring your back foot forward. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, just up to downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths in your down dog. And then just drop your knees down to the mat so you're in table. Cross your shins so you can come back to seated again and take your legs out wide into that straddle position. And then this time bend the left knee, sole of the left foot to inner right thigh. I think that's the opposite side, yes. And then reach your arms up by your ears. And take a side bend to the left. Take your left hand down to the mat. Just pause there for a moment. And then if you want, press into that hand, lift the hips. And then lower the hips down, come through center, both arms up by the ears, and then right palm down, side bend towards your straight leg. And then we'll start to take that with breath. So inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, left palm down. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, side bend towards your straight leg. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower down. Inhale through center, both arms up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale through center. And exhale to the right. Inhale back to center, both arms up. And then lower the arms down by the sides. Your hands can be in front of you on the mat, or they can stay lifted as you take your right leg behind you for that funky little pigeon. And then hands to the mat, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, three-legged dog, left leg up and back. And then from there, bring that left foot down between the hands, drop your right knee to the mat, and take your arms up by your ears. All right, we got it. Cactus the arms. You can take a little back bend if you want. And then remember, your hands can come down if this feels precarious, or you can keep them up as you straighten your left leg and take your hips back for a little upright half split. So moving between those two, bend the front knee, cactus the arms, and then straighten that front leg for a half split. And then just continue to move in and out of those two poses on your own. And then next time you're in the low lunge with your cactus arm, just pause there, we'll meet there. And then take an inhale, reach the arms by the ears. Exhale, hands frame the foot, bring your back foot forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, step to plank. Take an inhale in your plank. And exhale, drop your knees lower to your belly. Inhale for cobra, lift head and shoulders. And exhale, lower down, press through tabletop to downward facing dog. And then just drop your knees down to the mat, come into tabletop, and take some cat-cow here with your own breath. Inhaling, dropping the belly, exhaling, curling the spine towards the ceiling. And then after your next exhale, just return to neutral in your tabletop. And then take your right leg up and back behind you. We're just gonna hold here. If you want, the left arm can be up by the ear. And then if the left arm is up, just return the left hand to the mat. Tuck the left toes under. You decide, you can come straight to a three-legged dog from here. If that seems crazy, you can lower your right foot to the mat and come to down dog, and then lift your right leg up and back for your three-legged dog. And then bring the foot between the hands. Drop the back knee down again, arms into cactus. So same thing here, we won't do as many. Coming into your half split, hands can be down, and then transitioning back to the low lunge. And if you'd rather just stay in one of the poses, feel free to do that. And the next time you're in the low lunge with the hands and cactus, pause there. And then bring the hands to the heart. Tuck your back toes under. If you want, hands can come to the mat for this transition. and then lift your back knee up so you're in a crescent pose. And then from there, keep your front leg bent, start to lean forward and come into a warrior 3 with your standing leg a little bent. And then you can start to straighten that standing leg a little bit. I like to keep a little bend in that knee personally, but do what feels good. And then bring your torso upright, bring the left foot to meet the right foot so you're standing. And then take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, take your arms out to a T. Exhale, just bring your arms up by your ears. Inhale, arms back to a T. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, straight to downward facing dog. Couple breaths there in your down dog. And then drop your knees down to the mat so you're back in tabletop. Take your left leg up and back behind you. We're gonna hold again if you want. That right arm is up by the ear. And then lower the right hand to the mat. Tuck your right toes under. Remember, if this transition's weird, just drop your left foot to the mat. We're coming to 3-legged dog. Left leg is up and back. And then bring the foot between the hands, drop the back knee down to the mat. Bring the torso upright, arms are in cactus. And then transition your way to the half split. Maybe your hands are down on the mat. Just moving in and out a couple times between those poses. And then meeting in the low lunge, hands or arms to cactus, I guess I should say. And then bring your hands to your heart. Tuck your back toes under. Remember, hands can rest on the mat for support if you want. And then lift your back knee up so you're in crescent. And then from there, keep that standing leg bent as you hinge forward into warrior 3 with your left knee bent. And then start to straighten that left leg any amount for traditional warrior 3. And then start to lift the torso, bring the right foot to meet the left foot so you're standing upright. And then take an inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, arms to a T. Exhale, arms reach up by the ears. Inhale, arms back to a T. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, your way to down dog. You can take a vinyasa or step yourself straight back. And walk your feet forward to your hands, forward fold top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And then just bring your hands to your hips. Step your right foot back for a really short crescent. So a short, easy crescent, just make it really stable. And then start to straighten your left leg any amount. So I'm gonna keep a little bend in mine, I feel better, but you can decide what feels good. And then once you have that, start to hinge your torso forward. So there's a long line from the back of the head to the back of the right heel. So it's kind of this weird half upright modified pyramid pose, I guess. Keep your legs where they are. Just bring your torso back up right. And then spin your right heel down. You're gonna come into like a shortened triangle stance. So you may have to walk your left foot over to the right a little bit. And then once you have that, just tilt the torso forward for a really easy triangle pose here and reach both arms up by your ears. And then from there, bring the torso upright, arms stay by the ears, and then bend your left knee, take a reverse warrior with both arms by your ears. You got it. Now we're gonna move between those two. So come back upright, straighten the left leg, start to hinge forward to a relatively easy hinge in your triangle pose because your arms are by the ears, and that makes it harder. And then bring the torso upright, bend the left knee and reverse the upper body. Just a couple more like that. Straighten the left leg, come upright, hinge into that triangle pose. And then torso upright, bend the left knee, lean the torso back. Let's do one more. Straighten the front leg, torso upright, hinge into triangle. And then come back upright, bend the left knee, reverse the upper body. And then just come into an easy warrior two. It's going to be a short stance here. Take an inhale there. And then exhale, hands frame your front foot, bring your back foot forward. Take an inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Ooh, I'm getting sweaty today. Inhale, reach the arms up. We're working this morning. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, go straight to downward facing dog. Just step back. Just take some breaths there. And walk your feet forward to your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands down to the heart. And then just bring your hands to your hips. Step your left foot back for a really short, easy crescent. Now you know where you're going. And then once you have that, straighten your front leg any amount. I like to keep a little bend in my knee. And then from there, start to tilt the torso forward about 45 degrees. So there's a long line from the back of the head to the back of the left heel, that funky, modified pyramid pose. Notice if you're breathing or holding your breath. And then bring your torso upright, spin the left heel down. You may have to walk your right foot to the left a little bit so you're in a short triangle stance here. And then start to lean the torso forward, reach the arms up by the ears. So you're in that sort of easy triangle pose. Easy with the arms up. I don't think that really applies. And then bring your torso upright. Bend your right knee, reverse warrior with the upper body. Arms are still by the ears. And then come back upright, straighten your right leg, tilt the torso forward, triangle pose. And then back upright, bend the right knee, reverse the upper body. And then back upright, straighten the right leg, hinge the torso forward. And then back upright, bend the right knee, reverse the upper body. And then back upright, straighten the right leg, come to triangle pose. I don't remember where we ended on the last side, that's okay. From triangle pose, we'll come into warrior two. Take an inhale there. On your exhale, hands frame your front foot, back foot forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Forward. Inhale all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Really nice, easy movement. Inhale, reach the arms up, connect to your breath. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, straight to downward facing dog. Just take a couple breaths there. And then drop your knees for tabletop and take cat-cow here on your own. Inhale, lengthen the chest. Exhale, curl the spine. Just really enjoy this time to connect to the breath. Let it be easy and soft. And then after your next exhale, just come back to down dog. We'll meet in down dog. And then walk your hands and your feet towards each other, forward fold at the center of your mat. On your inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And then just take a little chair pose with your legs. And then put weight into the left foot, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. So you're doing standing figure four with your right ankle crossed on top of your left thigh. Did I say that right? Everyone's doing something opposite. So you're standing on your left leg, right ankles crossed over the left thigh. Yeah, there we go. I only say that because we're going to do some side bending. It'll be weird if you're not on the same leg. All right, you can stay here. If you want, arms are up by the ears. You take a little side bend over to your right. Ooh, that's hard. If you took the side bend, come back upright, bring the hands to the heart, and then straighten your standing leg, keeping the right ankle crossed. And then just sneak that right foot down so your ankles are crossed. Right in front of left, pinky toe edges of the feet are next to one another. And then reach the arms up by the ears, hook the thumbs overhead, and take a side bend over to your left. And then come back to center, unwind the arms, just take them by the side. Put weight into your right foot and just lift your left foot so your left knee is bent. So from here, if you need to, you can bring that left foot back to the mat. Hands will come to the mat to facilitate coming down. If you want, you're gonna bend your standing leg and bring your left shin to the mat. and then carefully make your way back to seated. And that's tricky. So if you're like, I don't know what just happened, just find your way to your mat and sit. And then your right knee will be pointing up. Once you have that, take a twist of the torso to the right. Hug your right knee with your left arm. I don't know how you guys made it to the right position, but I'm very impressed that you did, because I didn't explain that very well. So hard when we're not in the same room together. And then unwind the torso, just like we did earlier. Hands can be on the mat, or maybe they're lifted as you take your right leg back behind you. And this time, just step back into downward facing dog. Oh, a lot of thinking today. I like it. It's a good thing I didn't have to teach this at 6 a.m. My brain probably couldn't have made it happen. Walk your feet forward to your hands, forward fold top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart. And then bend both knees like you're taking chair pose with the legs. Left ankle over right thigh. We're balancing on the right leg this time. Yes, I think we've got it. Good. And then if you want, arms reach up by the ears and take a side bend over to your left. And then come back upright. Just bring the hands down to the heart. Straighten your standing leg, your right leg. And then just sneak that left foot down so your left ankle is in front of your right ankle. Reach the arms up by the ears. Hook the thumbs at the top, maybe opposite thumb in front than what you normally do. And take a side bend to your right. And then come back upright, just release the thumbs, bring the hands to the heart. Put weight into your left foot, lift your right foot so that right knee is bent, the right foot is behind you. Remember, hands can come to the mat if you need to. And then bend your left knee so you can place your right shin to the mat. And then carefully come back to seated. Whew, I'm impressed with you guys. All right, take a twist to the left, hug that top leg with your right arm. And then unwind the torso. Hands can stay elevated, or maybe they come to the mat as you circle that left leg back behind you. Plant your hands and step to downward facing dog. This is your last down dog. If you'd like to flow through one more vinyasa, feel free to do that. And then drop your knees, come into child's pose. Make your way up through tabletop, just so you can come back to seated with the soles of the feet together and the knees out wide for Baddha Konasana. And just take an inhale, lift the chest, and on your exhale, just hinge forward. And just lengthen your chest, come all the way upright, and just find a comfortable position with the legs. Just do a quick little bit of self-massage here. So we'll do both hands at the same time. Just find your earlobe and walk your fingers forward so your fingertips are on your low jaw. Come forward so you can see me. And then from there, you can just open and close your mouth. And I like to just gently set my fingertips there into them. As you open and close the mouth, just feel how you're getting a little massage of the muscles underneath the fingertips as you move the jaw. And then softly close the mouth, and you can just keep that light touch of the fingertips on the low jaw and just take really light, soft circles with the fingertips. Maybe circle the other way. And then we'll take one more position here. So now the fingertips are going to go right above the earlobe. So just on the sides of the head, sort of that temple area. And again, just really soft placement of the fingertips. Maybe you open and close the mouth again. And just notice how you can feel the muscles moving here beneath the fingertips. And let the mouth softly close. And again, really light touch of the fingertips and just really soft circles. And then maybe take those circles the opposite direction. And then just release your hands to your lap. Close your eyes and just take a moment to notice how the whole face and head feel. And then maybe you keep your eyes closed as you just transition yourself onto your back. So take your time. Once you land on the back, hug your knees towards your chest. See if the face feels soft, the jaw. And then just keep the knees bent, drop the feet to the mat. Take them a little wider than the hips and take your arms to a T. Just let the knees knock in towards each other. So maybe knees or thighs are touching, and just pause here in stillness. And just reach your arms up by your ears, maybe extend the legs straight out. So a big stretch through fingers and toes. And then just bring the arms down by the sides and find your way into Shavasana here. And as you settle in, on your next inhale, flex your feet so toes pull back towards the head. And on the exhale, just relax the feet and pause. And then on your next inhale, make fists with the hands. And on the exhale, relax the hands. And on your next inhale, engage your glutes. And on the exhale, let the on your next inhale, engage the belly, draw it back towards the spine. And on your exhale, let the belly relax. On your next inhale, shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. And on the exhale, let the shoulders drop. And then combining all of that, take an inhale, flex the feet, make fists with the hands, engage the glutes, draw the belly, and shrug the shoulders up. And on the exhale, just let everything go and soften. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And circle your ankles and wrists. Reach your arms by your ears, nice big stretch. And roll off to one side, pause there, eyes closed. And then press into your top hand, make your way up to a comfortable seat, eyes closed, hands at the heart. I have a short affirmation for you this morning. Just repeat these short sentences to yourself after I say them if you'd like. I am at home within myself. I accept myself. I trust myself. I think for me, one of the biggest gifts of my yoga practice is being able to be at home with myself, accept myself, and trust myself. And I hope that you feel the same way. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.